If you were to come up to me right now and ask, hey Adam, how is marathon training going? This right here is the video that I would show you. We are currently doing high mileage, we are currently doing big workouts, and we are taking trips to the hospital. All normal things when it comes to a marathon build, right? Just got back from the doctors, got some news. The timing, you guys, is just, it's impeccable. I cannot believe it. Of course. Yeah, what's really funny is that this video was taken one day after I posted a video to YouTube talking about my goal to run under 2:18 in the marathon and my grand master plan to do it. And what I'm really trying to say is, guys, I'm in a good spot. So what happened? You see, I'm about 14 weeks away from marathon day, and I had planned to drop a video each week going over everything you need to know about prepping for race day. And I'd also planned to run a half marathon soon. And I think I'm still gonna do those things. While high mileage and big workouts are all normal parts of marathon training, hopefully hospital visits are not. Another thing you can't expect when training for basically anything is that the best laid plans aren't always the ones that get you to and across the finish line, and that's okay. In this video, we're going to go over what happened. We're gonna go over my training and maybe even finish it off with a race. Okay, guys, welcome back to the vlog. It's been a minute, not what I planned. Let me give you guys a quick update. It's been a while and I got a lot to update you on because trust me, there's a lot of news in the world of Adam. Currently, I'm packing for a trip to Boston. Why? I'll explain that in a second, but what I really need to get off my chest, you guys, is I'm really okay. That intro made it look like I went to the doctors, and I did go to the doctors. Okay, just got back from the doctors, got some news. And the timing on this one, guys, is just impeccable. Today is my birthday. And really, guys, honestly, it's not that big of a deal. I'm just kind of talking it up for the camera. But as you guys know, a few weeks ago, I was sick. I raced the Mesa Half Marathon. I was sick, like a flu or a cold or whatever it was. I just kind of hunkered down and took some time to really rest and recover. Ever since then, I've been kind of having a little bit of a tight chest. And, you know, I thought, okay, I'm sick, should go away in the next week or so. A week went by, 2 weeks went by. And like kind of 3 weeks went by and I was like, it's kind of still there. Let me just go get it checked out to make sure that everything's okay. I go to the doctors, they do a little chest x-ray on me. Turns out, you guys, I have fluid in my lungs or near my lungs. It's called pleural effusion, whatever that means. Usually it's like a sign of pneumonia, especially since I've been sick. It's not a lot of liquid. I honestly probably have just been slowly getting better and clearing it over the past few weeks because I've been running and working out on it. I ran 105 miles last week. So if it was like really, really bad pneumonia, it probably would feel much worse. But they gave me 2 medications just to make sure that I'm kicking this out of my system. One's an antibiotic. The other one is, I don't know, supposed to help clear out the lungs or something like that. I don't know. And the other one, unfortunately, is one that I really hate. I've taken it before in the past and it makes me feel really bad. One of the side effects just like aren't that good. But so I'm going to take that. Hopefully it doesn't affect my running too much because really I've been feeling okay. I'm gonna take those medications for just 5 days and I have the green light to run and work out as best I can. Obviously, nothing really too dramatic here. It's just funny that like I made a video talking about, oh, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to work hard. I'm ready to get after it. And I still have some leftover pneumonia, I guess. I don't know, but. Okay, so yeah, Adam, long story short, you went to the doctor, you got a chest x-ray, they saw liquid in your lungs, they gave you medication. That should be the whole story, you know, where's the YouTube video? 2 medications that they gave me. One of them, I get side effects where I don't really feel that good in running. Okay, so I get the pills, I start taking them, and we are on to my first workout of that week on Monday.
Yeah, 347, 348, you're fine. Good. Hey, all right. The hardest thing was going to be this today, that part. Now we're just going to do some reps. Let's take a rep at a time now, okay?
Okay.
I just think we get some work in. Any work is better than no work.
Yeah, I agree.
64. 66, I'll take it. Good. Good, yeah.
It's one way to start the week.
Yes, sir.
You feel pretty crappy right now?
Yeah.
This rhythm now. Back to a rhythm. Back to this rhythm.
So clearly, yeah, that first workout of the week did not feel that good. It was to be expected. I was kind of hoping that I could get away with the symptoms that I normally get when I take these, but just no such luck this time. So that basically just meant I'd have to take a breather. Luckily, the dose was only for 5 days, and by Saturday, I was able to end up feeling pretty good. Go pro or go home, baby. Okay, guys, mile 13 of the long run with Michael Otteson.
Hey, what's up, guys?
I'm feeling much better today. Michael, tell him how much better I'm looking today.
It's actually crazy how much better Adam looks today. If you saw him for the last couple of weeks, he looks like absolute dog water.
Okay, couple weeks is kind of crazy, bro.
Just
let's
really
say
the
week.
last week. No, the last week. Well, because you got sick, Adam, and then yeah, I mean honestly, like I was worried about you because you were looking so much worse than normal. I was like, is he okay? So no, seeing you come back today, it's actually crazy because you just look normal and smooth. So
Yeah.
happy to have you back, Adam. It's great, good to be back.
It's good to be back, bro. It's good to be back in the snowy weather of Utah, and it's March. Now is the first present to the GoPro. I had to make sure I was gonna survive this run. Also, my hands were cold. An 18-mile long run with the boys, ended up averaging maybe like 5:50 something pace for the 20 miles on a hilly-ish loop. So it was good. I was feeling like pretty back to normal basically. So finished the week off, 18-mile long run at sub 6-ish pace with 100 miles for that week. All things considered, great training week, honestly. Just kind of a little bump in the road, if you will. Now we're caught up to this week. I am currently packing to go to Boston. Why am I going to Boston? Because Puma, they have a shoe, and it's a really special shoe that's coming out. They say that this shoe is the best marathon racing shoe on the market. They're so confident, in fact, that they are inviting me and other people like me to bring our own preferred marathon shoe of choice into their lab and test it against their shoe, because they did an independent study and they said that everyone tests more efficient and faster in their new shoe. Those are pretty bold claims. I just have to see if this is the case. So I'm going to Boston to do that, to test out the shoes. It's gonna be pretty fun. As I said before, guys, I'm traveling a lot this weekend, and I'm also running and training really hard this week as well. A lot of the times I found that when I travel all the way to the East Coast, I don't feel that good training wise. But one thing I found that really helps me kind of dial in that recovery is adequately hydrating. And being adequately hydrated obviously is a lot more than just drinking water. It's making sure that you have enough electrolytes. And the electrolytes that I use and I love is Element electrolytes. You can see the box is pretty beat up, but that just goes to show, guys, that I traveled with this in my suitcase, the whole thing, because I know that I'm gonna need it. I really like Element because it has a good ratio of not just sodium, but magnesium and potassium, a science-backed ratio. And I really found that when I do a good job at making sure that I'm hydrated on these travel trips, I just feel so much better on my runs or race day or whatever I'm doing. And guys, right now, Element is offering you guys, my viewer, a free sample pack with any purchase. All you have to do is go to drinkelement.com/AdamWood. I'll spell it out for you guys. That's DRINKLMNT.com/AdamWood. Free sample pack with any purchase. It's a great way to try out 8 of their different flavors. And with that being said, let's get back to the video. Nice little room. Hate going on these trips without Mika. I've tried these and I like them. Nice cash shoes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is the morning of the test. We are going to the Puma lab in about 15 minutes. I'm bringing the Nike Alphafly 3s to test against their shoe. I think it's really cool how they're confident in their kind of new shoe. But they're inviting me and other people to test their shoe against our favorite marathon shoes. Lighting's probably terrible, but currently walking over. From what I understand, this test is gonna be 6 by 1 mile repeats. I'm gonna be switching shoes back and forth. I'm gonna be hooked up to all sorts of stuff. And they're gonna take measurements, and then they're gonna give me a number, a nice number that tells me which shoe I'm most efficient in. So let's see what they got for us, huh? I just finished the testing with Puma. I showered up and I'm gonna head over there in just a second to go over the results of the test. I'm not gonna be able to show you guys the shoes in this video because it is under wraps until sometime in April. So I'll say that test was a little harder than expected. Not the pace or effort or anything, but it's just having the tube in your mouth with the nose plug over your nose. It's kind of claustrophobic and you're trying to run and stuff like that. The Puma shoes felt really light really bouncy, really soft, which I really like my marathon shoes to feel. And that's what initially attracted me to the Alpha Fly. And these are actually softer and bouncier, it seems, than the Alpha Flies, a little more poppy. I found myself looking forward to the reps where I had the Puma shoe on. Now, is that in my head? I do think the shoes felt better, to me at least. So it'll be interesting to see what the data says. We're gonna go over that here right now, actually. Unfortunately, I cannot show you the shoes. And even sadder, I can't even race in the shoes this weekend like I was kind of hoping to do. They are not yet World Athletics approved. They'll be World Athletics approved on like April 11th, and then they're gonna be unembargoed, which means like released to the public on like April 17th. Sucks that I can't show you guys that, but I can tell you about it, and I can tell you about my results as well. So my results were actually really interesting. They start off explaining to me about the 3 things that affect your running performance. They say it's VO2 max, or running economy, and I forget the other one, but basically running economy is the one that most of these shoe companies and brands and scientists really pay attention to, because that is the one thing that they can change with shoes. The other variables can only really be changed by like genetics or training, but running economy is something that is directly affected by shoes. 6 sets of 5 minutes at marathon pace, and I alternated the shoes. If you look at my results, I'm 2.16% more efficient in the new Puma shoes. And something that interesting that they point out to me is that even my most inefficient trial in the Puma shoes was still more efficient than any of my trials in the Nike shoes. All right, surprise, surprise, you guys. What am I doing in New York? You may have heard me mention it in the video. You may have heard me drop some hints. Surprise, surprise. I'm racing this weekend. We are doing the McCurdy Project 13.1. It's a 4-mile loop course, and it's fast. You got pacing groups, you got pacers, and a whole bunch of people who want to go fast. So basically, anything you'd ever need for a good half marathon. I figured since I was out here on the East Coast and there was a race going on, I might as well do it. So surprise little race here. So tomorrow we're gonna go on a little bit of a shakeout, and then I'm going to explain to you guys what I'm doing here. What's the goal? What's the plan? Am I tapering? Am I not tapering? Am I racing 100%? Is this just a workout? We're gonna find that all out tomorrow. Hello.
Hi, Adam. It's Nicole.
Hi, Nicole.
Is this better?
Yes.
It looks like the ER provider that you saw and Dr. Shakrin, they're in cahoots. And so Dr. Shakrin, he read your history and chart. He is hoping to get you in for a possible cardiac MRI before you see him on the 27th. And it looks like he wants it done as soon as possible. So
Did he say anything else, like any reasons why he wants me to get that or anything like that, or is it just?
yeah. So he said it's just the possibility of myocarditis.
Out of town like today right now, and I won't be back till next week. So I'll just call and get it scheduled for sometime next week. Okay, guys, this is what I like to call a little bit of a full circle moment. Okay, this also just goes to show that I don't plan my videos out at all. I literally vlog, and each day that I vlog something, I edit it a little bit by a little bit. I have no idea where these videos are gonna end up. Okay, so we start off the video with me saying, yeah, I'm fine. Now we just got some news. So full circle moment here, everybody. It's kind of funny that things turn out this way. It's hilarious at this point. So didn't end up racing in New York yesterday. Today's Sunday, by the way. So didn't end up racing in New York yesterday. Made it back home. You know, I warmed up and I ran and stuff like that, but I just decided it probably wouldn't be best to do like a race or an all-out effort when I got to get like some stuff done for my heart, okay? Another thing here too, guys, this is all just really dramatic, okay? It's just dramatic, okay? I'm gonna go, we're gonna get this test, I'm gonna talk to a doctor, we're gonna see what's up, but I'm gonna keep you guys all posted and stuff like that. But I will say, like, mentally it was hard for me to be out there and be like, oh, I kind of got this thing that I maybe have to get checked out that could maybe be serious or not serious. And it's like me kind of getting in like the racing mode and like being kind of stressed and worried about it was just like a lot. So I just decided not to race, because you know, you want to go out there when you're ready to have fun, not worried about something like your health or whatever. So yeah, if you were to ask me about how marathon training is going, I'd show you this whole video. I will say though, this is one of the best things about marathons. Marathons take a long time to prepare for and get ready for, and life with all its challenges doesn't just go away. When you get on the start line of a marathon, you know that everyone out there has had their own individual struggles with the highs and lows to get there, but they're all still showing up anyways. And I think that's pretty cool. Not to be too cheesy here, but I think this perspective can be a good one, especially when unexpected things happen. Okay, so what is next for you Woodsters? What is next for me? Really, I don't know. I'm gonna go check things out. Really, like, yeah, I got no answers. Again, I'm filming this on Sunday, like the 23rd or whatever day it is, and I'm releasing this video today. Yeah, we're gonna just see what happens and I'll keep you guys posted. Can't promise another training video next week, but what I can do, you guys, is we're gonna do a Q&A, okay? It's been a long time since I've done a Q&A. So training questions, running questions, dating questions, whatever you want. I got it all. Mika maybe will answer some questions. You want to answer some questions? She's nodding. She's gonna say she's answering some questions.
I'm shy.
Drop your questions in the comments. We're gonna try and hit 100K by the end of summer, so be sure to like and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching. All right, this is Adam from the editing room. This is like 5 days after the testing happened, but I just recently got back the footage and the photos that they took of me while I was there. Mika thinks I look great in these photos. I think I look chopped. So let's go through them. Firstly, I need to preface that this is no disrespect to the photographer that Puma provided. These photos are great, the videos are great. He was just doing the best he could with the subject that he was given, i.e. me. I wanna start off saying that I'm not a hat guy or a beanie guy. Okay, first off, my hair actually looks pretty good here. Looks okay, but that's because I put the headdress on and I kinda like did my hair because I knew that they're gonna take photos. Second thing I wanna point out here is look how big that mouthpiece is. Okay, I know what you're thinking here. Okay, Adam, you don't look too bad right there, okay? You know, the hair looks fine. You put on the mouthpiece, whatever. Let me introduce you to Exhibit A. Probably the only photo that you'll need to see here. Mika says I look fine in these, but I'll let you guys be the judge. There. Okay, the worst part about this one, guys, is that you're on that treadmill, you have that all that stuff hooked up to you. You just, in your head, you think you just look really cool, really scientific, like you're like, I'm ripping on the treadmill. Mind you, I'm going like 530 pace on this treadmill at this moment, and yeah, you can tell the cameraman is doing his best to try and find a good angle here, but bro, it just... You guys can tell me if I'm overacting. Maybe I should be nicer to myself.